Between shifting hormones, nutrient gaps, emotional labour and that never-ending to-do list, it's no wonder that we're absolutely exhausted. Gut health isn't just about digestion, it's absolutely fundamental to sleep. And we all know about the gut-brain axis as well. Can you tell us more about how the gut can actually help us sleep better?
Yeah, absolutely. So we often think about the gut in terms of like bloating or digestion, like you said, but it's really where we absorb our nutrients, and people don't often link nutrients to sleep, but we need nutrients to create the neurotransmitters for sleep. So it's really important that we are, first of all, getting those nutrients in our diet or supplementation, and then we're actually absorbing them. So there's a key phrase in nutrition world, which is you are what you absorb, not just what you eat. So optimizing your gut health so you can absorb your nutrients really, really well.
What else can really help?
Fibre is the biggest one. It's often things that people don't think about, but a recent survey reported that 96% of people aren't reaching their fibre targets for their daily intake, which is a huge amount of people just not getting enough fibre every day. And that simple input really does support our microbiome. Your gut loves variety. So it loves variety of fibres, but also of colours, of polyphenols. That feeds our gut microbiome as well. So we should be looking for as much variety across the day to be able to really optimise our gut health.
So that really optimises the gut health, and then that really helps with absorption of nutrients, 100%. And then in turn that helps us sleep.
Yeah, totally.
Can you explain stress and the gut? What does stress actually do to the gut?
Yeah, so if you think about how stress is helping us in a stressful situation, we need to get out of the way of a tiger. So we need to be able to run fast, we need to be able to focus and concentrate. We don't need to be digesting because that takes a lot of energy. So all the energy comes away from the gut and it kind of just shuts down its function a little bit, which is why if you're really stressed and you've eaten a meal, it just sits there. You can't seem to let it go down. And when we're feeling calm, we call that the rest and digest mode. It's when you can digest your food and it takes that energy to do so. So including protein as well and healing amino acids like collagen, glycine, glutamine, that all of those things help create a healthy gut lining, and that's really important to be able to absorb those nutrients, those sort of strong barriers that we want in the gut.
So what's some of the most important ingredients to have before sleep?
There's a lot to choose from, honestly, but I would focus on some core nutrients. So magnesium is probably the best well-known nutrient for sleep, and for good reason. So magnesium is found in green leafy vegetables, in beans, but also in really good supplements as well. Personally, from taking magnesium before bed, it really does support that sleep.
I have been too.
It works in lots of different ways across the body. It's needed for over 300 processes in the body overall. But in terms of sleep, it really helps with your GABA production, which is that neurotransmitter which calms the body.
Oh, really?
So you're putting the nervous system to a really calm mode before bed. It also helps to relax muscles. So when your body's relaxed, you're able to fall asleep as well. And it's been known to support sort of longer, more high quality sleep as well, that deeper restoration sleep. So I think magnesium is a real go-to. A good quality one's really important, really good dose as well. Other nutrients which I think are really, really cool to focus in on are all the nutrients that are going to prepare the body for sleep. So we talked about adrenal health. Vitamin C obviously can really support with that as well. We talked about blood sugar management. So we've got myo-inositol, which can be really supportive for blood sugar management as well. Other sort of restorative vitamins and minerals, I would really focus in on minerals, are things like zinc. So a combination of all these things can be really great. If you can combine them into a nighttime drink, that ritual to help you calm down before night can also play a massive role in helping you to calm the body and prepare for sleep as well. I also love ginger as a personal choice before bed, and the reason being because we talked about gut health and digestion. To settle the stomach and help with digestion, ginger's been used for centuries for that. So we often think about it in the morning as a bit of a peppy get up and go, but it's really great for gut motility. So a nice gingery drink like a ginger tea or true nightcap, which we have at Ancient and Brave, can really support that digestive function as well.
Oh wow, okay, yeah, I've never thought of taking ginger.
And glycine's really making moves at the moment in terms of nutrients in the nutrient world, and glycine for sleep is really interesting. So what it's been shown to do is prepare the body for sleep by lowering your core body temperature. You know, when you're hot, you can't really get to sleep, it's restless. Glycine can help to reduce your core body temperature, helping you fall asleep.
Yeah, I've heard so much about glycine. What exactly is it?
So it's an amino acid, so we'd normally find it in protein, but you can get some really good supplemental forms as well. And it helps with our neurotransmitters, and it helps with the parasympathetic nervous system. And what it does, it prepares the body for a good night's sleep.
So before sleep was hacked, it was very, very sacred, and there's lots and lots of ancestral wisdom and cultures that had rituals to support sleep. So whether that was dimming the lights and silence, what are some rituals that you would recommend now?
I think your point on lights is a really, really important one. And I think even when we're inside our house and we're settling down at night, if we can dim the lights, especially overhead lights, we all know about screens now, and we know it's not the best for us to have that blue light, but even overhead lights, we can have receptors in our eyes that tell us that the light's high up rather than low down. So keeping lighting low, if you can, candlelight can be a really soothing thing. So I think that's a beautiful ancestral link. When you want to get a really good night's sleep, you want to think cave, right? So in our ancestral sort of wisdom, we would have slept in cave, so it has to be dark, cool, and the way that you can do that is by having a hot bath before, which helps to then cool your temperature before as well. So I always like to sleep with the window open. I think that can be really, really supportive, especially in a hot summer day, but in the depths of winter as well. I still always have a bit of fresh air going on.
What do you feel about earplugs? Do you think they're a good thing or a bad thing? Or
I think it's totally personal. I think if you're very sensitive to noise, then I can absolutely see a benefit for them. I think we're very wired as well to look for danger. Long-term health, I prefer not to have anything in or on the body, but I think it's a real personal preference. If it gets you a good night's sleep, I think ultimately that's the best thing.
We're not just tired, we're overloaded, and maybe the bravest thing we can do is rest. Because when women sleep well, we feel well, and when we feel well, we thrive.